Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Uprooted Grunt Plays the Darkest Dungeon. We are on week 28, having just come back from a disease-ridden run into the Wealds with our main party, who did almost all hit level 6 and max out their level, however. Become legends. So that is a good thing. Wearables is one experience away. Next time he goes out, that will be the case. And so what we're going to start out with today is dropping them all off in the medical ward to clear their diseases. And Reynold. Now, there's some stress that we have to deal with there too. They might have to take a couple weeks off. But that said, not too bad. Reynold's low enough, Ripierre's low enough. The next thing we are going to do is take a look at the people we're bringing with us today. Ludel here is going to get his weapons upgraded, as is Tourmente. And should have done this beforehand. But we're going to reduce the cost of those upgrades in the future. Do need some more deeds again, but we're getting those down to reasonable amounts. As you can see, we still need 2 more levels of upgrades, and we still need a lot of deeds to do that. Our mission today is, I believe, our first big boss fight in the Weald. We're going after the Wizened hag. Get a hero's ring out of that, some deeds, and as mentioned, we are going to bring Ludel and Tourmente. We're also going to bring our Arbalest Couer, and I was going to bring Renes, but he won't come with us. So our healer in this time is going to be Eveque, who, if we check her skills, I definitely want the Divine Comfort coming in, so we're going to drop the Hand of Light and bring in the Divine Comfort, and I think that's a good way to do it. This is still an apprentice. We don't really have to worry about stealth. And hopefully she will survive okay. So with that, let us begin the provisioning process. Again, this is a medium. So our usual 1.5 stacks of food that always seems to be just about right. 2 stacks of torches. Torches aren't as necessary. We can do it in the darkness if we have to. And I think, we'll take a second one of those. And I think that will suffice. Let's go kill a hag.
I had collected many rare and elusive volumes on ancient herbal properties, and was set to enjoy several weeks immersed in comfortable study. My work was interrupted, however, by a singularly striking young woman who insisted on repeated calls to the house. There is method in the wild corruption here. It bears a form both wretched and malevolent.
Alright, looks like we've come into the middle of what is otherwise a straight path. So we have a choice to make. It is unlikely the hag is to the left. But if she is, and we go all the way to the right, and we don't find her, then we have to backtrack the whole way. But we don't really have to decide on that right away. We got a little bit of time as we go down to this first room. We get a fight on the way.
Be gone, fiend. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
That was unfortunate. I wasn't expecting them both to die.
Obliterated. Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Alright, now we do have to make that decision. I think I am going to go to the left first. Nice long hallway to start out with. Some extra
Wealth
food.
beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Indeed, that's helpful. As the torchlight runs down, let's take a look. We actually don't want the torch too high for Tourmente here. But not too low for Ludel. So we really should probably try to keep it pretty much in the middle. Lower damage, lower speed. So yeah, we really want to keep the torch around 50 for these people. So with that said, we're at 39. I think we're good to move on.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Alright. The unfortunate thing is, if we keep the light low, we are more likely to be surprised. And that does do horrible things
Consumes the mind.
to our party order.
The ground quakes. Gnawing uncertainty. The birthplace of dread.
Okay, so we haven't really taken a lot of hit point damage, but a little bit, so we'll heal that up.
Unnerved, unbalanced. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. The horror.
Okay, so yeah, doesn't look like the Arbalest and the Vestal. Doesn't really matter, third or fourth position. We'll try to stun him.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Heal himself up a little bit. Fair amount of stress coming out of this fight. Well, yeah, we'll judgment one of the corpses.
Decimated. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Alright, and we can drop a holy water in there. get rid of some of our stress. One more room to go. The hag is almost certainly not going to be in this room. Eat some of that free food we found earlier. Another journal page, the Blackest of Fates. I'm pretty sure we got this last time. I wonder if I actually have to keep them before they count and stop showing up. And I now recall that I didn't go back to my normal party order. Thankfully, we already determined that shouldn't matter too much.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Another one falls.
Alright, not horrible.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Alright, and we are going to drop the journal page for the crest. And head back. I will put a cut in here, I think. So we'll be back in just a moment. And we are back to our, well, not our starting room, but the first room in the straight path. So we're going to move on. I am going to light up a torch before we do. Keep an eye on that as we move.
Ancient traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
Through this trap-ridden path in the woods, we get some scouting. That's always helpful. We get a full scout. That was a nice scout. Look at that. So yes, we do have to go all the way to the end here to fight the boss. But we know there's a room battle coming up in here. So with that said, we can light the torch here. Get us back into our 50 level. And we're gonna try to stun one of these artilleries, I think. Okay. A lot of misses on both sides going on here. That's better. Try to keep someone stunned every round.
Destroyed.
And kill the one who's not stunned. That's very helpful. And I could clear that mark. I think I'm just going to sniper shot though. Clear up the corpses. Yeah, do a party heal.
Annihilated.
Okay, so dropping these citrines for this onyx would be identical. I think I'm going to drop the medicinal herbs though instead. Alright, so as we move on, we are going to have another fight at the end of this hallway. And I think our rest is going to come after that battle in the corner there. That'll be 3 fights away. I think that'll be reasonable. And you know, we're going to stun this guy.
Eradicated.
I don't actually want a Bulwark of Faith here. Because that would give us too much light.
A momentary abatement.
So close.
This expedition at least promises success.
All right. I think I'm gonna drop a stack of torches because we have 2 ways to get torchlight from our skills as we use them, and we know there's no fights up until after this room, so we can not use a torch until then. Got a trap coming here. 90, 90, 60, and 90. Go for the one with the highest stress to get some stress release there. A free torch, but we have no place to put it, so we're not going to touch it. Though maybe I could have just grabbed it and used it right then and there. Because as soon as we move into this room, we're going to have a fight. Alright, we will start, I think, with a hew. Get both of those. Kill the artillery before you can do anything. It was worth a try. Yeah, we'll do a party heal again. Heal our front liners mostly back up to full. And he's still around. It's a violent guy. There we go.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Alright. Got a stump, and then we'll go into that room and rest. That extra food we really don't need, but we will eat the one. trying to get an early stun there. That didn't work. We will sniper's mark the guy in the back.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands. A singular strike.
With 1 hit point left.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Alright, so we have some crests here. I think I'm actually going to leave the crests behind. We actually have a fair number of them. I'd like to keep them all, but I don't think it's worthwhile. We're going to use a key on this though. And I said I was going to rest here. But we are full of health. We don't have a lot of stress. So I think I'm going to keep moving on. Into this fight.
The sparkling eyes of youth, twisted and made merciless.
Alright. Fought this guy last time around. These guys are interesting for sure. Definitely going to sniper's mark him. He's going to try to stay in the back, so that'll be a good place for him to be.
Masterfully executed.
Because of hits like that, honestly, that's why you do the sniper's mark. A man-at-arms, I didn't see him last time. Yeah, you know what? We can give you a bandage. Why not? Alright, so yeah. Extra crit chance. So that's what, 18% chance of critting? And extra damage as well. No, 29% chance to hit. Or to crit. So 1 in 3 shots should crit with him, basically. And the judgment takes him out.
To its own peril. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
The trapezohedron, I think is worth losing the rest of the bandages for. It's worth a lot of money. And he picks up. Oh, he resisted the disease. Okay. See, this is why I was going to use a shovel, but yes, they will. Okay, so we've got 2 cures and a fight going down. We'll keep going.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Eat this food that we find, and then leave the rest.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
I don't believe we've seen this one. I am become vengeance. All cultists will feel my mace. Brigands fear my roar. I am outnumbered, 'tis true. I am starved and half mad. But as long as there is breath in my body, I will press on. I will wreak unbearable agony on those who would seek to despoil my great mounts. And now they come. I douse my torch. I do not fear the darkness. This is my house, and woe to the uninvited. But we're out of room, so we can't bring it. We're not going to bring the medicinal herbs either. We're just going to keep moving on. As we approach a fight, I do want to turn our torch back up into the 50s. 77 is a little higher than I would like, but it should go down soon enough. Just like that.
Executed with impunity. Back to the pit.
Alright, and that's how you do a fight like that, I guess.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Alright, so this is our last chance to rest. Again, we don't need to, but we can use this as a buff for the final boss.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
We didn't need the health, but reduces the stress. I don't know what this hack is going to do. We do want to avoid any ambush if we can. Yep, right there. Alright, so we're going to restring the crossbow. That will increase damage there. We're gonna bless, I think, the leper, and then we have 2 left. Yeah, I think we'll do the Bloody Shroud. Reduce or give him boosts to avoiding anything.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Alright, don't really need the torch, but we'll definitely take the deeds. And more deeds. I am down with that. We need a bunch of those. Alright, and we should be at the end here. We just have the boss fight to go.
Twisted and maniacal. A slathering testament to the powers of corruption.
Alright, so it looks like she has 2 actions. And there's an empty cauldron which has 0. I have a feeling she's going to put people in the cauldron until we break it. And since we can't do anything with our front people... Oh. Okay. Well, let's see if we can stun her. Probably not. Okay. Okay, so she takes damage after every action?
Ringing ears. Blurred vision. The end approaches.
and comes out in the front of the party. Oh, that
Mortality
is
clarified in a single strike.
not something I like. And a Holy Lance here. Sniper shot. Oh, that mark is gone already. I really don't like that.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna resist here. Okay, no, we just got her out. Why would you do that? Okay, I don't know what to do here. This is a tough fight.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
Okay, well, Death's Door takes her out automatically. That's something. Okay, so he can take some more damage. That's good.
Impressive.
She's not in the right position to do anything else but that.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
A lot of repositioning being done in this fight.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Yeah, I've been striking the pot. Okay. This, my Arbalest can go, hopefully. Ah, low damage.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
Leave her corpse to rot. consumed by the spores she spawned.
That was a rough fight. 3 of my 4 characters at death's door at the end of that, and these are not, well, with the exception of Eveque, not really low-level characters. Yeah, we'll drop our torches. Hey, hold on. That's 30. Drop the key to take that. And then end our adventure. Eveque did reach level 2. We have a bunch of people close to leveling up. I've got a creeping cough.
What little there is must suffice for the time being.
And it looks like next time we're going to have lower amounts of things to purchase. That'll be interesting. But we'll figure that out next time. Until then, thank you for watching. Please do like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz, and have a good day. We'll see you next time.